Today we are going to delve into a fascinating journey that will transform your perception of reality. Learn to see the invisible. It is much more than a simple concept. It is an invitation to develop intuition, that sixth sense that connects us with often inaccessible realities. Have you ever felt a strong intuition that guided you through a complex situation? It is this direct connection with invisible dimensions that, when we listen carefully, allows us to capture information beyond what our eyes can see. In this video, I will share with you techniques and practices to refine your intuition, allowing you to navigate the world with greater clarity and understanding. Together, we will explore how you can open your mind to new perceptions, thus connecting you to a broader and more enriching reality. Stay with us to discover how seeing the invisible can enrich your life in ways you never imagined. Intuition, often considered a sixth sense, connects us to dimensions of reality that our rational minds struggle to grasp. It works like an inner compass, guiding us through choices and situations, providing us with answers that defy logic. Far from being a simple mystical notion, intuition is based on our innate ability to sense and interpret information that is not always visible. To cultivate this capacity, it is essential to learn to listen to our inner voice. This requires a regular practice of self-reflection and silence, where we give ourselves the opportunity to explore our thoughts and emotions without judgment. By taking the time to sit and feel, we discover that our body and mind are capable of communicating in a subtle but powerful way. It can be helpful to pay attention to bodily sensations. A shiver, slight discomfort, or deep serenity can indicate hidden truths. By connecting with these sensations, we refine our perception and our ability to pick up on invisible signals around us. Sometimes this information comes in the form of dreams, visions, or even ideas that come out of nowhere. By developing our intuition, we learn to trust our instincts and navigate the world more easily. This deep connection with ourselves allows us not only to access invisible truths, but also to act with greater clarity and certainty. Intuition then becomes a precious guide, a light in the darkness that illuminates our path and enriches our life experience. Imagine for a moment that everything you see around you is just part of a much larger puzzle. Every day, your eyes only capture a small fraction of reality. The world as we know it is shaped by our five senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. But these senses are far from perfect. They give us a filtered, limited, and often misleading version of what is really happening. Look at animals, for example. A dog hears frequencies that we can't even imagine. A hawk can detect prey from miles away. However, we humans often believe that we have a complete picture of what is around us. In reality, we are like viewers of a black and white movie, without seeing the nuances of color and depth that are hidden behind it. This limitation is not a defect, but an invitation to look beyond the visible, to understand that what we perceive is only a part of a much greater whole. We live in a sea of information that our senses ignore. That is why it is crucial to cultivate our mind and train our perception to capture these invisible signals. Sight may be our most dominant sense, but it is only a small window into a much more complex and mysterious reality, considered as an invisible thread that connects your mind with everything around you. This connection is often underestimated, but it is powerful and essential. Every thought you have, every feeling you feel, creates a vibration that resonates throughout the universe. This vibration influences your reality in a much more significant way than you think. Your mind is a wonderful tool. It is not limited to processing information logically or rationally. On the contrary, it is capable of perceiving hidden truths, echoes of a greater reality. By learning to listen to this inner voice, you discover a world where the connections between things are not only visible, but also felt. This awareness is what allows you to interact with the world in a deeper way. Think of it as a flow of energy. Each positive thought, each clear intention emits a frequency that attracts similar events to you. By cultivating constructive thinking, you open doors to infinite possibilities. This connection reminds you that although the material world may seem rigid, It is actually fluid and constantly changing. Every idea you have becomes a cornerstone in the construction of your reality. So pay attention to your thoughts, because they are a reflection of the reality you choose to live. By recognizing this connection, you are about to discover a new horizon, where the invisible becomes perceptible. Meditation opens a window to often invisible dimensions of our existence. It acts as a portal to a deeper reality, away from the hustle and bustle of the everyday world. In the silence that this practice creates, we have the opportunity to calm our restless mind, allowing our consciousness to explore levels of perception that we are often unaware of. As we immerse ourselves in this state of calm, we begin to feel subtle energies circulating around us. This connection with our essence allows us to access information often hidden beneath the surface of our consciousness. Far from being a simple pause, meditation is an inner journey. It is here where we discover our intuition, an inner compass that guides us towards essential truths. Visualizations, which can accompany meditation, reinforce this exploration. They allow us to capture images and feelings that seem distant, but suddenly become tangible. By doing this, we learn to discern invisible truths, to feel the vibrations that surround us. Meditation teaches us to navigate the realm of possibilities, to feel things that our physical senses cannot perceive. This common practice reminds us that we are much more than physical bodies. We are energy beings, connected to a larger universe. Thus, by integrating meditation into our daily lives, we develop a more expansive vision of reality, where the invisible becomes perceptible and where deep understanding flourishes. Everything around us is full of energy. Each object, each living being emits a unique vibration, its own rhythm. Science has proven that everything in the universe is made up of vibrating particles, and that includes even our thoughts and emotions. These vibrations form a network of interconnections, an invisible network that influences our daily reality. Becoming aware of this energetic dynamic is essential to learning to see the invisible. When we understand that our emotions can affect the vibrations we emit, we realize that a simple smile or a positive word can transform the atmosphere of a room. On the contrary, negative thoughts or heavy emotions can create a heavy and discouraging atmosphere. Exploring these energies also means learning to feel them. By developing our sensitivity, we can perceive the fluctuations around us, whether it is the tension in a conversation or the serenity of a peaceful environment. Breathing and mindfulness techniques often practiced during meditation help us ground ourselves in this present moment and capture these energies. By connecting with the vibrations around us, we begin to perceive hidden realities. We learn that energy is not only what we see, but is also felt in the heart and mind. Thus, by developing this awareness, we become not only observers, but also active participants in the great energetic ballet of the universe, where every thought and action counts. Visualization is a technique that goes far beyond simple imagination. It provides access to realities that remain invisible to the naked eye, opening a space where the mind can create and explore. By closing our eyes and concentrating, we put ourselves in a state of mind conducive to the discovery of unexplored potentials, dimensions that exist just beyond our usual perception. This method is based on the principle that our mind has the power to shape our reality. When we visualize a goal, an intention, or even a future event, we are not just dreaming. We actively carve a path toward what we want. Every detail we add to this vision, the colors, the sounds, the emotions, strengthens our connection with what we want to create. The more vivid and precise our visualization is, the more it becomes a tangible reality. Practicing visualization regularly allows us to develop our ability to see alternative realities, to capture invisible nuances that could escape our daily awareness. It can also serve to connect us with spiritual dimensions, revealing truths that our rational mind cannot understand. By integrating this practice into our daily lives, we cultivate a space for exploration and creation. Whether it is to overcome obstacles, make dreams come true, or simply expand our consciousness, visualization becomes a valuable tool that helps us transcend the limits of the visible. In doing so, we shape our own reality. becoming the architects of our destiny. Our senses, although extremely valuable, are not infallible tools for understanding reality. In fact, they can often mislead us and give us a distorted view of the world around us. Sometimes what we perceive as palpable truth is actually a mere illusion, shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and expectations. Take, for example, optical illusions. Images that at first glance appear to represent a concrete reality, but upon closer inspection reveal layers of complexity. Likewise, our emotions can influence our perception of events, transforming neutral situations into personal dramas. When we are angry, sad, or anxious, the world often seems darker and more hostile when it could be full of light and opportunity. To see beyond these illusions, it is essential to cultivate reflective awareness. This means questioning what we perceive and not accepting appearances at face value. By taking the time to observe, feel, and reflect, we develop a clearer and more authentic vision. It is about creating distance between us and our immediate sensations, allowing our mind to analyze and decipher the messages we receive. By overcoming these sensory illusions, we open the door to a broader perception of reality. We learn to distinguish what is truly important from what is not. This ability to see beyond facades and filters allows us to access invisible dimensions of our existence, where truth can be revealed in unexpected and enriching ways. The thoughts and beliefs we have shape our reality in profound and often overlooked ways. What we believe has a direct impact on what we perceive. Every idea we consider becomes a brick in the construction of our daily experience. When we believe in our abilities, we begin to see opportunities where others only see obstacles. This dynamic is particularly powerful. For example, let's imagine a person who is convinced that he will not be able to succeed. This belief, although subjective, creates a filter through which you interpret each situation, focusing on failures rather than successes. On the contrary, a positive and open attitude attracts similar experiences. Optimistic thoughts generate vibrations that resonate with the infinite possibilities of life. It's fascinating that when we change our beliefs, our perception of the world changes too. The invisible, that is, what seems inaccessible or unreal to us, becomes tangible thanks to our mind. By cultivating positive thoughts and constructive beliefs, we can literally reshape our environment. This requires conscious practice, replacing negative thoughts with powerful affirmations and clear intentions. Ultimately, the key is our ability to direct our mind. By taking responsibility for our thoughts and committing to nurturing those that lift our spirit, we open the way to profound transformation. Then the invisible is integrated into our daily lives, and what we see becomes a manifestation of our inner essence, colored by our beliefs and our desires. I hope that this exploration of the world of the invisible has inspired you to develop your intuition and open your mind to realities that lie beyond what we usually perceive. Remember that intuition is a powerful tool that connects us with unsuspected dimensions of our existence. So the next time you feel an instinct or intuition, take a moment to listen to it and explore what it might reveal to you. Every thought, every feeling can bring you closer to your true potential. If you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and share your personal experiences in the comments. I would like to know how you developed your intuition and how your perception of reality has changed. Together, let's continue discovering the wonders of the invisible. Stay curious, keep exploring, and see you soon on a new adventure.